Right behind me is one of the oldest standing houses in all of Framingham. It predates American independence and might have even played a role in achieving it. It's the Pike-Haven-Foster House at the corner of Belknap Road and Grove Street. And on Sunday, May 17th, you'll have the chance to step inside. In the meantime, we'll give you a little preview. I'm Lilia Cormack, and this is the Frame by Frame.
Hi, I'm Anna Tucker with the Framingham History Center. You're here for a sneak peek of the 2026 house tour with a behind-the-scenes look at the Pike-Haven-Foster House. Come on in. Where we're standing right now is one of the oldest parts of the building itself. So the Pike-Haven house was built by Jeremiah Pike in the late 1690s.
Jeremiah was a spinning wheel maker, also known as a wheelwright. It was a craft that was mainly passed down from generation to generation, and his house took on the same trade. Even long after the spinning wheel was obsolete, his descendants continued to live at 161 Belknap Road.
It was actually staying in the same family for upwards of 8 generations. So over 200 years, it remained in the Pike-Haven family.
You can actually track some of the family's history through the house's features, like the name Moses carved onto a wood beam, or the faces of past owners hanging on the walls. Most people associate the home with the name Pike, as well as Haven, which was added after Jeremiah's granddaughter married a wheelwright apprentice, Gideon Haven. But there's a third name that often goes unrecognized.
As we go throughout the house, it's like layers of history. So we go through time as we see rooms that were added on. So here in the next room, we actually meet other members of the family who are part of the Pike-Haven house. A little known fact of history is it's not always just called the Pike-Haven house. It's also called the Pike-Haven-Foster House, and we see behind us Archibald Foster. In fact, it was Regina Foster who was the last resident of the Pike-Haven-Foster House during those original 8 generations.
But that family legacy didn't last forever. By the mid-1900s, the last of Jeremiah's descendants had moved out of the house, and it had fallen into disrepair.
It wasn't until Charles P. Fisher, or Charlie as he's often called by those who knew him, actually came and helped save the Pike-Haven house. So he straightened the floors out for different areas that might have been rotting. He actually tried to save them or keep materials from them as well. And then he also was very careful to bring back historic touches or antique touches that helped bring the house to some of those early time periods. Where we're standing right now has one of those special Charlie Fisher touches in some of the tiles that he had installed over one of the fireplaces here.
Continuing Charlie's legacy, the current owners have curated a mix of decorative antiques and functional historical relics, like this cauldron, a reminder of how the inhabitants of the house used to do laundry before mechanical washers were invented.
So usually a step in the multi-step process of doing laundry was adding water in the laundry here, using a large stick to actually stir it around so that heat would help part of the cleaning process.
Right, so not for making witches' potions.
I mean, who's to say? Can it be a yes and?
Alright, there probably weren't any witches whispering spells over cauldrons at 161 Belknap Road, but this house definitely still has some lore. More specifically, revolutionary lore. By winter of 1775, the siege of Boston had reached a stalemate. The Continental Army desperately needed long-range artillery. That's when bookseller turned Colonel Henry Knox suggested a top-secret mission that would change the course of American independence. He set out to haul nearly 60 cannons on oxen-drawn sleds all the way from Fort Ticonderoga to Boston, in the middle of winter. In order to avoid alerting the British forces of this plan, Knox needed a secure hiding place just outside of Boston to conceal the cannons until the right moment.
The place that was chosen where they would be kept hidden was Framingham. It wasn't just Framingham. We actually have records that indicate it was in the Pike Row section, historic section, and actually here along the area of the Pike-Haven house itself.
The room Anna was standing in was added just a few years before this pivotal mission took place.
So you can just imagine some of the secrets and the whispers that were going around in this very room during the Revolutionary War.
Those cannons eventually forced the British out of Boston, securing a significant victory for the Continental Army. Whether it's turning points in national history or centuries of family lineage, Homes like the Pike-Haven-Foster House both chronicle and shape the trajectory of Framingham's evolution.
You can actually look at a house like a living member of the community. There are touches, there are details that the owners put on it. There are also points of history like the Henry Knox Trail that have come through and marked the house as a piece of history as well, all the way up to current time. So the house tour isn't just about the oldest time period, it's really about how a house itself can reflect the history and the people who inhabited it, sometimes upwards of 300 years.